All right, Shalom. First off, I want to start off by saying all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh Bashim Shai, Bashim Rakakadash. As all praises to the world calls God and Jesus Christ. The true names in the Hebrew is Yahweh for the Heavenly Father, and Yahweh Shai for his beloved Son. I also want to say double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the hopeful elect, preaching this word of truth and sincerity. This is Brother Tazabah, Lord willing, with another video to edify and exhort brothers, the sincere men out there that are among these camps that have been showing themselves to be wicked, to wake up, separate yourself from those individuals, man, because we're in the time where the Lord's going to start showing real judgment against them, and just like in the time of, and who you see on the screen right now is Kanai from IUIC, the one that extorted so much money, and, the other heads in that camp probably did the same shit, man, because it says, as is the ruler, so are the people. So, Nate Satan's just using Israel as a way to make money and shit like that. The men under him are doing it as well, man. But within that, there's going to be some sincere men, that doesn't want to get down like that. And in these last days, the Lord's showing this because just like in the time of Jezebel with her wicked prophets, the Lord showed signs to the people to show that those prophets were false. They had no power, and their God had no power with them. And he gave the people an option, He said, either you're going to follow the Heavenly Father, or you're going to go with Jezebel. What are you going to choose? And the people chose the Heavenly Father, man. They chose to serve him and not Baal because they saw the power. So now, in this time, the Lord's giving you the same chance, man. What are you seeing? You're seeing these men just using and abusing the church, the body, which is supposed to be the body of Yahweh Shai, because they have no faith that they abuse them, man. So now we're in the time of separation, man. You gotta choose which way you're gonna go. This 1 Corinthians 5:7. Purge ye out therefore the old leaven, that ye may be a new lump, as ye are unleavened. For even Mashiach, our Passover, is sacrificed for us. So that leaven is talking about that old way of being, that wicked way of being, man. This Luke 12:1, it says, in the meantime, when they were gathered together, an innumerable multitude of people, and so much that they trode one upon another, he began to say unto his disciples, first of all, beware ye of the leaven of the Pharisees, which is hypocrisy, It says, verse 2, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. And that's where we're in the time. Hey, you see these spirits out here, man. These spirits out here. I'm at my job, man. My job is all dealing with spirits. And they just riling up as soon as I start reading the scriptures, man. And that's really what it is, man. The Lord's going to sit here and reveal these people, man. He said he's going to search Jerusalem with a candlestick. In the time of Ezekiel, when the Lord told, I believe it's in the book of Ezekiel, when he said, come, you son of man, tell me what you see. He told him to go to the wall, poke a hole through it, and tell him what he see. And he made a greater hole. And he said, what more do you see? And he saw Israel praying towards the sun and all that shit, worshiping other gods. And that's the time we're in right now, man. He's going to reveal all this shit. And he's going to give you an option. And that's why you're seeing these things happen, because a judgment is going to go forth. Just like in the time of Jezebel. After the Lord showed his power, he revealed Jezebel's prophets to be fucking false. He sent out a judgment, and they were all slain, man. So we're in that time now, man. So you got to separate yourself. You have to. This is 1 Corinthians, back in 1 Corinthians, the 5th chapter. Go to the 8th verse. It says, therefore let us keep the feast, not with old leaven, neither with the leaven of malice and wickedness. See? And that's what's happening, man. They do this thing wickedly. They hold the word of the Most High in unrighteousness. This is Romans 1:18. For the wrath of the Most High is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteous men who hold the truth in unrighteousness. And that's what's happening, man. They hold the truth in unrighteousness. They think that it's okay to extort brothers because they have because brothers have money, you know? That's holding the truth of the Heavenly Father in unrighteousness, man. And the wrath of the Heavenly Father is going to be revealed from heaven on men like that, man. It says, because that which may be known of the Most High is manifest in them, for the Most High showed it unto them. You know? And that's what it's coming down to, man. We're going to see these things in these days, man. We're going to see a punishment upon these men. You know, it says, verse 8 again, it says, therefore let us keep the feast, not with the leaven, neither with the leaven of malice and wickedness, but with the unleavened bread of sincerity and truth. You know, and that's what we're going to hold this feast with, man. Because right now, we're bidding people to the supper, man. You know, we're supposed to be feeding the sheep, man. So when you feed them, you're supposed to feed them with unleavened bread, meaning sincerity and truth. It says, I wrote unto you an epistle not to company with fornicators, you know, and we're not supposed to have fellowship with them, not to company with fornicators, you know, people that go off. It says, yet not altogether with fornicators of this world, or with the covetous, or extortioners, or with idolaters, for then must ye needs go out of the world, man. So we're not supposed to have the fellowship with them, man. You know, you got to separate yourself from these people in these times, man. You know, this is a quick one. This is Ephesians 5:11. It says, and have no fellowships with the unfaithful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. And that's what we're supposed to do, man. See, the people at IUIC, you know, those men at IUIC, they sat there and didn't reprove this man. Because they were getting money off of it too, man. But they had fellowship with those unfruitful works, man. You know? Nate didn't say, hey, nigga, you out. I haven't heard that, man. He said, just you going to have to deal with this on your own. You know? We're not supposed to abuse the body like that, man. So back in 1 Corinthians chapter 5. It says, verse 9, I wrote unto you in an epistle not to company with fornicators, yet not altogether with fornicators of this world, or with covetous, or extortioners, or with idolaters, for even must ye needs go out of the world. So you had to go out of the world and pull yourself and remove yourself from those type of men. But now I have written unto you not to keep company if any man that is called a brother be a fornicator, or a covetous, or an idolater, or a railer, or a drunkard, or an extortioner, with such a one not to eat. So when we're breaking bread, that's going into the word. You know, when we're doing these lessons and stuff like that, that's just going into the world. So you're not supposed to break bread, you know, go into this word and do this work with men like that, man. Because a little leaven the whole lump, man. It's going to sit here and spread. That mindset of that one nigga is going to spread. This is Sirach 13. And 1. It says, he that toucheth pitch shall be defiled therewith. And he that hath fellowship with a proud man shall be like unto him. See? You're not supposed to have fellowship with men like that. So if you're dealing with somebody who's an extortioner, you yourself are going to sit here and end up picking up those ways, man. Because it says, the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the wicked seduceth them. You know? You're going to end up going into those same fucking things, man. That's why you have to separate yourself, man. And that's really what the men of GMS are doing, man. They're not getting on these niggas just to get on them, man. We're getting on them to pull the sincere and humble and righteous brothers out of there, man. To show you, hey, man, these men aren't right, man. You don't want to, hey, just get away from me. You don't even have to join GMS. Just go and teach the word and be truthful about it. You know? Just remove yourself from those men before you get fucked up too. It says, but now I've written unto you not to company if any man that is called a brother be a fornicator or covetous or an idolater or a railer or a drunkard or an extortioner, with such a one not to eat. For what have I to do to judge them also that are without? Not do not ye judge them that are within? You know, so you're supposed to sit here and judge them. You're supposed to sit here and gauge it. You know, I got a quick one, and I'm gonna finish out that Corinthians, Sirach 13-17. It says, "What fellowship hath a wolf with the lamb? So the sinner with the godly." So really, at this point, man, you should sit here and be looking at that. You know, is this man being godly? Am I supposed to be godly? So what fellowship do I have point with extortioners, men that just abuse the word? It says, verse 18, "What agreement is there between a hyena and a dog, and what peace between the rich and the poor?" You know? So, I'm going to finish out that Corinthians and close this out. So, it's 1 Corinthians 5:12. It says, "For what have I to do to judge them also that are without? Do not ye judge them that are within? But them that are without God judgeth. Therefore put away from among yourselves the wicked person." You know, and that's what you need to do, man. There's some sincere men among those group, man. Among those other groups, man. But you got to, you know, draw yourself away from them, man. You know? Do some diligent prayer and study and research, man. So with that being said, Lord willing, this is edifying. I want to say, call halal, Yahweh Shemir Shai, by Shimmer Kal Kadash, double honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone, peace and mercy to the elect. You know, we're in a time when you need to separate yourselves. You know, either you're going to separate yourselves with godly men, like what happened with Jezebel, her wicked prophets, and the true prophet of the Heavenly Father. You're either going to go with the Heavenly Father, or you're going to go with the wicked. Shalom.